I'm Whitney Humphrey. I'm the Communications Administrator with the West Virginia Housing Development Fund, and I'm a 2022 graduate of the Integrated Marketing Communications Program. So 2020 was a difficult year for a lot of people, but it was especially difficult for me personally and professionally. In February of 2020, so right before COVID hit, my grandmother was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, and I took that especially hard. She and I were very close when I was growing up. She was always there for me, always at my school events, my dance recitals. She was at my wedding. She held my babies, and we lived next door to her. So she was always just a really constant presence in my life. And so just hearing the words cancer, that was very scary. And then COVID hit. I have 2 small kids. They were, I think, 3 and 5 when all of that happened. So our world was turned upside down along with everyone else. And I thought through all of this, the one constant was my job. I worked for a state agency, and I thought, with all the furloughs and layoffs happening around the world, that my job was probably pretty safe. Throughout the spring, my grandma got sicker. Her cancer spread to her brain, her lymph nodes, and her bones. So as we entered summer, we knew that we weren't going to have her much longer. She was terminally ill. So that was incredibly hard. And then we lost her on July 13th of 2020. 9 days later, I was called into the office and told that my position was eliminated effective immediately, and I was handed a box of my belongings and said, use me as a reference. So all this was going on at the same time, and I just entered this season of my life where I really didn't know what to do. I was in survival mode, and it was incredibly hard. At the end of it, I came out on top, but it was a very long 9 months that I was unemployed. I ended up applying for around 80 jobs in 9 different states, and I got maybe 24 interviews. So as I entered 2021, I knew that I had to do something to make myself stand out, to make my resume stronger. I knew that there were skills that I needed to develop, and I just didn't really know how to do it. As all this was happening, a friend of mine graduated the IMC program and posted about it on Facebook, and I was aware of the program. I didn't really have a lot of information about it, so I decided to look into it, and I thought, well, if she can do it, I could do it. So I looked into it and saw the course descriptions and what the program offers, and I thought, hey, this is a lot of what these jobs are looking for that I lack. So I took the risk and applied and was accepted, and immediately my resume started getting more attention. I started getting more callbacks. I got some interviews, and just a few weeks after starting the courses, starting IMC 610, I got a job. I don't know what would have happened if I had taken that risk. I'm usually risk averse, so to enter a master's program and to take out student loans at a time when I was on unemployment and we were, living basically paycheck to paycheck, is not like me. So I'm really grateful that I, jumped off that cliff and that I applied to the program. It really was a game changer for me. If you are even thinking about applying to the IMC program, just do it. This program offers so much more than just a master's degree. World-class professors, mentors, friendships, just the coursework it just opens you to so many opportunities that you otherwise wouldn't have. So if anybody is sort of on that fence, I just really encourage them to just take that leap and do it. I would say that I really appreciate the staff here at the Reed College of Media and everything that you guys do to support the students through the IMC program. I came to this program 10 years after completing my undergrad, and I had 2 small kids at home, and I was very scared about going back to school. I didn't know if I still had the know-how really to be a student, and it had been so long since I'd been in a classroom. But everyone was very patient with me and answered all of my questions and were just really helpful and wanted to see me succeed. And that goes for the professors as well. So I'm just really appreciative of everything that the staff and the professors do for the students. And I think if someone is a non-traditional student like I was and they're considering this program, it's flexible, and the support system is just incredible here. So I would really encourage students, especially non-traditional students like me who have kids who have been out of school for a while and are maybe on the fence about going back to school and getting their master's degree. You will not find a support system like you do here. It's entirely unmatched.